Elisa.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So, the title of the presentation is Learning to Fly, because actually what we want to do here, we want to inspire you with our experience. So, San Patrignano is the biggest residential drug-free rehabilitation center in the world. And what we are going to find out is that we are not speaking about drugs, actually. So, because our focus is not about drugs, but it's about education. And actually, this is because we believe that drug addiction is not a disease, is not a brain disease, is not a genetically predetermined disorder, and that relapse is evitable. This is because we consider drug addiction a symptom of an emotional void, a discomfort, a social malaise that has deep roots in other, it has deep cause, has other, for example, eating disorder, bullying, social marginalization, and at-risk youth. So we really believe that drugs are just a kind of shortcut that people are taking just to avoid facing life. So San Patrignano is proposing an holistic approach because San Patrignano is not just an NGO or not just a social enterprise, it's a mixture of the two, and it has this holistic 330 degrees approach that is centered on human beings. So people are the core of our approach. We put each individual at the center, and we are doing that based on two pillars. One is our rehabilitation work that we do on site in San Patrignano, and the other one is the prevention and outreach activities that we are doing in urban context all around Italy. So the core mission is to achieve full recovery and social reinsertion of the people who are undertaking our program. So what we want to do is completely change their lifestyle. They will reach the drug-free condition, and they will get rid of antisocial activities. They will work hard on themselves in order to achieve their work reinsertion. They are going to build their future within their stay in the community, and they will also have trainings and many possibility to shape their future once they are then in the latest phase preparing for social reinsertion. So the program is a drug-free long-term residential program, free up to 4 years. It depends on each case. This is just the average length. It's focused on education and personal growth, as we will see later on in the presentation. And we really aim at full rehabilitation because we think that the vicious circle that is caused by hospitalization, incarceration, and endless medication should be broken and could be done by pursuing education, skill training, family environment, and nurture individual potential. So the pillar of the San Patrignano identity are an extended family, because when the founder, Vincenzo Muccioli, started the community in 1978, it was really like a family. He took the guys literally from the street. They were marginalized people, nobody cared about them, and he took them home. Home was just what you see here in the picture. It was a beautiful landscape in the hills between Rimini and the seaside, where he had a very, very small country house, and that was the first heart of the community. Since then, the community has been home for, during these years, of more than 30,000 people from 50 different countries in the age from 13 to 50. So it's really a huge family. And the founder really believed that people who had experienced marginalization, social degradation, need to live with the concept of beauty. So they need to be part of something beautiful, and they can contribute their work to do something that has beauty in its side. And you will see some example here of the hills, of the wine cellar, and some of our piece of furniture. And another thing that is crucial for us is professional trainings, because when the guys are coming into the community, they will be connected with a person who is the mentor. So every guy who's entering has a mentor, and the mentors belongs also to a room, because they share rooms, and to a professional training workshop. So we have more than 50 different training opportunities. You can see just the branches, not all the workshop, and people could really choose where they fit into. So there is all range of opportunity, and the longer they stay, the more they realize what is going to be for their future. So they develop passion for what they are doing, or they maybe develop passion for something that some other people are doing, so they could switch from one different job to another. And they could also as well go back to school, because if because of their drug addiction they have drop out from school and they want to go back and get their degree and eventually go to university, we are providing them with the facility. We have built a school within the community where we are hosting professors from outside, so they could take the exam and they could follow their working career. And these are some list of the products and services that we have at the community. There is a whole range of agricultural and foods that are all organic, biologic, done, taking into consideration of the region history and tradition. For example, wine, olive oil, meat and salami, and all these kind of products that we are selling, not just in our concept store within the community. We do have a concept store, but we have all our products are done with our logo, so they are also exported outside Italy. We have a network of distributors, so especially, for example, for wine and olive oils, where we have a huge production, we are able to cover a good demands. While, for example, we have also furniture, home decoration. All our products are niche products, so it means that they have really the best quality possible, because we want that our products are in the market because they are good, because they are excellent. So people needs to buy that because they are good. And the social value is something that is in addition to, but quality, we don't come to compromise when we are speaking about quality. Because for ex-drug addicts that are rehabilitating, also thanks to their work, they have a dignity, and the excellence that they are able to produce is a symbol of their dignity and what they can really offer. So not a halfway, but a full top quality. And you can also think, okay, the guys are just inside the community, so how much does the program cost to them? Nothing. The program is for free. We are not taking money from the guys, not for their families, not from the state. This was a very strong decision that was taken from the very beginning, because nobody should feel like they are guests. They are at home. And we decided not to take money from the state because we want to be independent. So this is our model. We are able to running it, and we don't want to get interference with our drug-free policy. So we are not giving methadone substitution therapy. We are not giving any kind of shortcuts. So in order to do that, we should be financially independent. So this is what we are achieving. But nevertheless, we had a budget, so this is our annual cost, so the money that we need to run the place, because we have an average of 1,600 people to 1,800. Depends, because every month people are getting into community and people are leaving, because it's a cycle. I mean, it lasts 3 to 4 years, but still there is a turnover within the guys in the community. And each of these people would cost roughly 35 euros per day, which is what you see there, 13,000 per year per residence. So we are getting 50% of our budget from the sale of our product and services that you have seen before, some of them. And the other 50% are donation from individuals, company or charities. So foundation, private companies, projects, money. Of course, in this individual is not, we are not accepting from the families of the guys, so are just private donors who want to sponsor that in a way. So speaking about our success rate, we have a success of 72% with no relapse. So it means that we are taking 3 out of 4 guys completely out of drug in the long run. This follow-up study was conducted by universities in Italy and abroad. To mention the Italian university, it was a cooperation with Urbino, Bologna, and Pavia. And the worldwide average is more or less 20, 25, 30%, so 1 out of 4. So the program is extremely successful, and the follow-up study was done not just with questionnaire but also with the hair streaming test. So people agreed to provide the hair in order to make sure that through the toxicological exam we can really prove that they are drug-free. So I just want to show you some of our guys we are very much proud of, because they could just get back to the life they would have had before their drug addiction. But the rehabilitation is not our only focus. We are very much also in outreach and prevention, and we are trying to get youth in urban areas very much involved through this peer-to-peer education. We do have a format of theatrical shows, performances that we are running around Italy, so that testimonial from our community, guys that has almost completed the program, could go and share their experience. The idea is to create empathy, not to tell the guys drugs are bad, but just to show them some real stories and what it was and how they could overcome this situation. And then we have also youth center around Italy where we are doing after-school program with at-risk kids. So it's a way to keep them out of streets and out of troubles. And then we have this huge program that is the We Free project, that is meant to be a network of international best practice that are working with not just drug, but social disease in general. And the motto is We Free. You can read there the small description of that. It wants to empower youth, to just show that life it's very much rich of opportunities, and that you should really focus on what is good for you and what is really making you feel good independently from others' opinion. So the idea is not just to take people out of the network of drug, but just to empower them. So whatever they come close to drug, because drug is everywhere, so eventually they will get in contact with that. They will have the strong will of saying no because they don't need it. So this is social workers that are in the network, so that they are using different kind of activities. For example, the Ordesea from Colombia, they are graffiti artists from the street that they are doing prevention and alternative livelihood to street kids. Transformers in Portugal that are a network of young activists who want to pursue change in their own community, so they are teaching the guys. Unity Charity in Canada, Tiny Toons from Cambodia. So all these people gather once a year at our event, the We Free Day, where they really interact with each other and with the Italian youth, Parallel to this network, we also have institutional forum and plenty of opportunity for cultural exchange among them as well. So this is a real synthesis of what we are doing. I hope that you enjoy it, and if you have further questions, I will be in the panel to answer to that.